All right, welcome to Game 3 of Resident BONKZ, ladies and gentlemen. Resin looking solid in Game 1, but BONKZ coming back, storming back in Game 2. As we come to Islands of Ice for the rubber game of the series, let's talk about team lineup. Sath, what's Resin cooking here in green?
Resin bringing our first Vermont of the tournament. So excited to see that. That's a flagship, and Peyton's in that one. And in front of him is Ocean Man in the Brisbane. And we've got Big Six in the Jinan, Goliath. That's Hungary at 15. Big Boy's in a Grozovoy now. Eagle Lance in a Lushun, and Mad Dog in another Lushun. Interesting, they have different commander builds. Kind of surprised to see Mad Dog not taking the commander that has the boosted survivability expert. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Eagle Lance certainly did. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fresh off their win in Game 2 with the bottom end of the map in red, BONKZ fielding a battleship of their own. That's Kermit's Cristoforo Colombo. They've got a guy who's Brisbane. Tester's not moving. I wonder if we're going to see a restart here. Let's see. Double Destroyer, Z42, not Z52. This is the one with the smaller guns. And then Yu Yang. This is not a radar Yang. That is a smoke Yang. Backed up by Addy's Jinan. Full torpedo build on this particular Jinan. Chukwama's Defense and Satori's Goliath headed over here towards C. And then, of course, all the way in the back, Tester's Brisbane. And I guess Tester is slow to load in or whatever. There he goes. He's finally off the mark as well.
Well, you know, they might have had a really good spawn for them. As a matter of fact, with the way both destroyers are going. Yeah.
It looks that way. It looks like they said, you know, the Brisbane's going to be a little slow, but don't restart it because if we restart it, he might spawn on the other end, right? That kind of thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, early Z42 position over here along this island. In fact, he's lit on the surface very briefly. Mad Dog catching, he and the Lushun now catching glimpses of each other.
Take a look at this engagement.
Brisbane shells falling in from Ocean Man. I want to just shout that name every time it comes up, Zath. Ocean Man. Whole bunch of Yu Yang torps going up there into the gap where Ocean Man's smoke is going to be, or already is, I should say. We're trying to get some more damage. Trying to get some more damage downrange on Nagato's Z42, but it doesn't look like they're going to get there as the radar is expiring. Maybe a little more chip damage with that salvo. Yeah, but nothing catastrophic.
All the torpedoes coming in now. Look at all these torpedoes. Ocean Man's going to take 2. No, 1.
One deepwater torp landing on the Brisbane as even more shells. Oh, now it's the Lushun Hydro that has Nagato locked up here as Eagle Lance's Lushun also making him pay for this position. Yep. Feels like Nagato Dog, maybe a bit overextended. Mad Dog taking some punishment as well.
Yep. Both teams just trading blows hard.
Yeah, just body blowing the understanding the critical importance of this island position to the ACAP. But right now it's Resin who's coming out well in the lead of this department. Addy's Jinan is going to take at least one of these. Is he going to con his way through it? One in the bow. Better than the 2 that were going for his midsection at one point. As there we go.
There's first blood.
Nagato going out there.
Yeah, if you look at this island, the south side is at a distinct disadvantage because of that town.
Yeah.
That flatter land pushes you farther away. There's less cover.
Yep. The flatter terrain allows more shells to fall in on the south side than can squeak in on the north side. Big Vermont salvo hunting Ocean Man's Brizzy. Does he land any of it? He does not. Sorry, Colombo salvo. My apologies.
More torpedoes coming into Addy's Jinan spot, and I don't know. This might hurt a lot.
Well, the Hydro can spot them. He has. I mean, he can see them coming. Nah, he's got this. Check it out. He's fine.
Convenience gap. Yep.
Nice little gap there. The Hydro picking him up. Now, the Hydro has expired. Or is about to expire. There we go.
Mad Dog's going to back into A and get the easy cap.
That Columbo dispersion really trolling Kermit there. Had a decent shot on Peyton's Vermont. Doesn't get much out of it. Most of those shells going long. Vermont, on the other hand, punching defense for 30K right in the face like he doesn't care.
Yeah, well, brick smash.
I mean, if you bring a brick, Zath, you can only do one thing with it, and that is smash. That's literally all it's capable of.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Turn a little bit of that music on, finally. I keep forgetting to do that.
But
Speaking of smash,
you
go. Ooh, they finally get Addy in the smoke. Addy's been playing with fire back there.
Yep. Is that what you were fixing to say?
No, I was actually pointing out that that Eagle Lance's Lucian getting into a bit of a gunfight with Satori's Goliath over on the 9 line, but the Goliath got one really good solid salvo into him for about a quarter of his HP, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, I think I'll stop this now." But for the moment,
fair enough.
For the moment, Resin up 2 ships. BONKZ trying to cap A. Looks like they're going to be able to pull it off, maybe?
They're going to pay a lot for this. Radar's up from, I think that was Ocean Man.
Oh, half of Tester's HP disappears under that Vermont volley.
Yeah,
as they
Seppuku's been getting smacked too.
I think they're going to get Mad Dog here, Zath. They're trying to murder Mad Dog, and I think they're going to get him eventually. The Brisbane is just too close. And there he goes. A big kill for BONKZ, points they desperately need, but man, Seppuku's giving up a ton of health here.
Yeah, and I think the biggest problem for him is once he gets detected, he's going to give up the rest of his health, and he is currently burning.
He is detected. I mean, the Brisbane can spot him. The Grozavoy's spotting for the Brisbane in the smoke there.
Mm-hmm. Now, notice Ocean Man in his Brisbane. He runs double rudder. He used to do this all the time in the Minotaur as well. Double rudder with range and just dare people to shoot him. And you could see the importance of that double rudder with that salvo. He just turned and dodged almost all of those shells like it was nothing.
Yep. Ocean Man strikes again. Back to a 2-ship lead again for Resin here in this decisive game 3. They look really good, they really want that chance to go square off against ELSR in the winner's game.
And Cookie might. No, he'll be okay.
No, he's fine.
He'll be okay.
Well, okay, he slowed down. I was like, yeah, for a minute there, it looked like, well, no, he slowed down. Okay.
As casters, a lot of times we'll call something that's going to happen, and it's almost like the player is listening to us at that exact moment. It's like, nope, we're not doing this.
Sometimes we're able to all see the same things at approximately the same time, Zath, and that produces occasionally hilarious results. Only 4 ships left on the board for BONKZ. They're going to have to try and dig in and defend these caps if they want to win this series. I'm not sure they can. Peyton gets his stern turrets off at the defense and casually shaves off another 20,000 hit points.
Yep. I get the feeling Resin was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. They took a Goliath or defense before."
Oh, right.
What
They took a defense. That? What could possibly? Oh wait, I have just the thing for this.
Right.
I have just the thing for this instance, Your Grace. Resin pushing back into A, bringing big boys Groz and Ocean Man's Brisbane. Spotting their opposing Brisbane. That's Tester on the surface, putting up some smoke. Brisbane says, "LOL, fine. Smoke all you want. Here's have some radar."
Yeah, I feel like that's a little aggressive for right now, but okay.
It is fairly aggressive, Zath, but I like the play. Right? If Resin right now is up 2 ships, they're up 150 points. In my mind, you absolutely want to keep on the pressure. The question is he going to make this play, or is it going to cost him his ship? He was dark in there. He drifted out of the smoke. He accelerates back into it, and there he goes, breaking the LOS again. So that's going to allow them to counter cap A.
Attempts with AP on the Brisbane didn't work.
Ocean Man puts up his radar, blessedly ensconced in Grozavoy smoke. Going to see if they can pick up this kill on Cookie's Yu Yang here. Eagle Lance's Lushun pitching in as well, as the Vermont finally just says, "Be gone!" to Chukwama's defense. Brick is not fast, Zath, but Brick is hard to kill, and Brick hits hard.
Yes, and Brick owns the middle.
At the moment, Peyton's Brick owns the middle.
Well, we have some Goliath on Goliath action on the 10 line. But, I mean, at this point, this is all but over.
Pretty much all but over. Most of the important stuff still happening back at A. The Vermont has moved in for support. 4 resin ships in or immediately adjacent to the A cap means there's no way back into this cap for BONKZ now.
Yep.
Tester getting spotted. I'm waiting for the Vermont salvo. There it is. There's the stern guns. There's the bow guns. Does Tester survive? He does, barely.
Yes.
He survives-ish. He gets to a heel. I feel like, Zach, this is one of the best... I feel like this is one of the best played Lushun games we've seen yet from Eagle Lance. Right?
I agree.
He's not afraid to use the guns, but he also seems to be doing a better job versus some of the other Lushuns we've seen to this point in the event of knowing when to hold his fire, go dark, and let one of his big fancy heals just slowly bring him back up.
Yep, and knowing when to heal. As
and knowing
Peyton
when to heal.
says, keep healing, I'm reloading.
Yeah, keep healing, I'm reloading as Tester goes down and seals the deal 10 seconds here to a Resin win in Game 3. Well played to both teams, but Resin is going to claim this game. They're going to move on to face ELSR for the possible top spot in the NA bracket. Resin can now do no worse than the number 2 spot in the NA bracket, as Ocean Man is going to die right here at the very end of the game.
Again.
He did that last game, too. That's right. I forgot about that.
Game.
He did do that last game. I just love saying Ocean Man. There's just something about that. I can't stop. I can't.
You know what his name was before, right?
I don't actually.
Jake from State Farm.
That's Jake? I didn't know that.
That's Jake.
That's
Jake,
awesome. Yeah. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Well, congratulations to Resin for
Solid.
that win.
Well played. All right.